Well, the confidence actually comes from Mumbai and its surrounding areas. History, more than 400 years, this city has been the financial capital of the country. In 2023, actually, we looked into MMR and we saw that the projects that we are doing, they are now all reaching completion. So we thought that what should be done in the future. And with that thing in mind, we decided to prepare an economic master plan for MMR region. And MMRDA then approached the Niti Aayog. And along with the Niti Aayog, we have prepared the country's first regional economic master plan. And this country's first regional economic master plan was later on presented to our MMRD authority. And then after the authority approved it, it went to the cabinet. And then finally, it was presented before the Honorable Prime Minister of the country as well. So this regional economic master plan envisages that currently by 2023, the economy of MMR was $140 billion. So by 2030, this economy has to grow to $300 billion. That is one. And secondly, if we look up to Amrit Kal, that is 2047, then it has to come to $1.5 trillion. So that is the $1 trillion economy for the MMR region that we are talking about. To take us to this measure, what is to be done? So we were very clear that when we make this plan, that it has to be absolutely specific. It cannot be an essay written by some scholar, to be interpreted by so many people. So there are 7 growth drivers, and to name a few, for instance, port proximate development, infrastructure-led development, tourism, services, positioning Mumbai as a global services hub, then sustainability and inclusivity as one of the key factors, etc. So accordingly, we identified 7 key drivers on which MMR will ride. That is one. To do this, we identified that there are 8 major policy shifts that are required. A policy shift would be required in affordable housing, and as you know, the government of Maharashtra has declared the new housing policy. A policy shift in the services industry side, a policy shift in the inclusivity side, etc. So 8 policy shifts have been identified. And along with the 8 policy shifts, we thought of what are the specific projects. And accordingly, we have identified 30 specific projects that need to be done. And we know that from each project, this is the employment generation that will be generated, this is the gross value added, and therefore this will be the contribution to the GDP. So it's a very, very specific plan. If you don't do a particular thing in a particular point of time, you very, very specifically know that this is what you have missed out, or this is what you have to catch up. So that is what we have done. It has never been done in the history of the country. It has been done for the first time, and now along with Mumbai, a city level plan was made for Surat and Gurgaon. But Mumbai Metropolitan Region is the only regional level plan, and this gives us the confidence that the infrastructure-led growth, which is envisioned by the Honorable Prime Minister and the Honorable Chief Minister, and with this kind of very measured and focused approach, we should be able to meet the target of a $1 trillion economy.
So after all the assessment and in your experience, where do you find the biggest, the priority to be? Where does the biggest priority lie? What are the key priorities as far as maintaining the balance of the growth across MMR is concerned?
So if we talk about balance, so inclusivity, sustainability, balanced regional development within the MMR region is a fundamental role of MMRDA, and that is a fundamental angle at which we are seeing this. So see, one of the very important things that we have, and I would like to tell you that MMRDA moves under 3 guiding principles, only 3 guiding principles. One is rebooting Mumbai. It's an old city, it needs to be rebooted, Second is reshaping MMR. MMR has grown organically. It needs to be reshaped so that maximum economic efficiency is delivered. And the third and the most important thing is Mumbai in minutes, which means from any one point of Mumbai to any other point of Mumbai, you should be able to reach within a time span of 59 minutes, not an hour. So these are the 3 things. Now all these 3 things ultimately lead to sustainability, they lead to inclusivity, and this Mumbai in Minutes campaign especially leads to balanced development. For instance, if I have a house in Palghar, then I take the bullet train, and within 30 minutes, or rather 25 minutes, I am at BKC. I can work there, and I can go back to my home in Palghar in the evening, and have a very, very nice suburban living, and I can have a very good urban working.